Hi, my name is Vincent Gunawan. I'm currently a senior at Temple University majoring in Information Science and Technology. I want to talk about my experience of what it's like to be studying in the STEM fields. But before that, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in Surabaya, Indonesia. It is a country in Asia with thousands of islands which you can find on the world map just a little north of Australia. Back then I was really into soccer, so growing up I really wanted to be a soccer player, having watched my idols on television. So, I grew up in Indonesia until 12 years old, around 5th or 6th grade, before moving to the US. The idea of career in technology never crossed my mind back then, but once I lived in the US, which is a first world country, where internet access is available to everyone, here I remember spending a lot of time on my computer, whether it be working on schoolwork, games, or entertainment purposes. Subjects in STEM was something that was personally far more interesting to me compared to other subjects that I learned during school, like social studies, English, geography, or literature. I guess in a way, that is the reason as to why it gained my interest and made me pursue a career in technology. Hi, my name is Vincent Gunawan. I'm currently a senior at Temple University majoring in Information Science and Technology. I want to talk about my experience of what it's like to be studying in the STEM fields. If you ask what motivated me to study information technology, I don't have one clear answer. My decision was based on researching a lot of different career fields that is available during my time in high school before graduation, because this was something that the teachers and counselors would stresses a lot to the students. One thing that I was sure is that I wanted to work with computer technology in whatever form it is. Also, I feel that a career in technology does not seem as intimidating compared to other career like becoming a doctor, where your work affects lives. I'm not saying that working in IT does not affect lives, in fact it does, but at a different level. For example, you work for Comcast, you affect the livelihood of its company business and also its customer. I guess working with technology or computer is something I can see myself doing, where I will not get bored doing for a long period of time, so that was something that I really considered when deciding what I wanted to do. Hi everyone, in this video I will show you a couple demos of some of the work or project that I did. Most of it are fairly simple and should not be hard to understand when you see them. I want you guys to have an idea of what kind of things it is that you do when you are studying in the computer field. For the first demo, I made an application called Calculate Letter Grade. What this program does is to calculate a grade from what the user input in text box. Let me show you a little bit of what's going on behind this program. As you can see, the logic or code is that when the user enter a grade higher than 90 it will be an A, but if they enter 70 or less it will be a C. As you can see, when the user enter 90 and hit calculate button, the program will determine a letter grade for what the user enter earlier, and the letter given is an A. Another example is when the user enters 70 this time and hit calculate button, the program display a C for the result of the calculation. So that was the demo of the Calculate Letter Grade program. In this next demo I made a web application called Tile Puzzle. It is a simple picture puzzle game where there will be blocks of tiles in a 3x3 blocks. The user will have to play to arrange the picture to be put back in order. I won't go over the technical things, I think it's better to understand when you see it. Let's have a look at the application when it's running. As you can see, the picture is shuffled when it's start and the user can click or drag on the tiles to arrange the picture. So that was Tile Puzzle. For the last demo to show you guys, I made another web application called Sandwich Builder. This application will let the user create an order for their sandwich. Let's have a little walkthrough of how it works. So, first the user would enter their name and phone number. Then select their sandwich size. Have it toast or not toasted? What type of spread? Any toppings? Also, any drinks or sides. Finally they can enter tip and click the button to place the order. After they hit the order button, it takes them to an order summary page where it shows what the user has ordered, and it also shows the price of their sandwich order. When I was younger, I remember spending a lot of time playing on my PlayStation and Nintendo, either with my friends or just myself. In school I was not at the top of the class, and oftentimes I would only finish schoolwork just to turn them in. I guess you can consider me somewhere in the middle as part of the school ranking system. If I could send a message to my younger self that can help the present me, is that, I would tell him to take school a bit more seriously and learn about coding, technology early on, because it would be helpful in the future. Overall, I would tell him to enjoy your time learning, have a balance in playing and studying, and not to worry over little things. With more and more people spending more time on their computer or on their phones, it makes it that much important to know how to keep yourself safe when using the Internet. I'm sure you've heard people say to not visit any website that is not safe, but what does that really mean, and when would you ever visit those sites? Well, the first thing that I want to say is to not post any personal information online like your address, email address or phone number. Unless you are using trusted sites like popular social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Next thing is to avoid opening URL links that is sent by someone on the Internet, whether it's through email or chat message. Only open URL links that is sent from someone that you know personally, like your family and friends. The last tip I have for you is that when logging on to your account on any site, try to make it a habit to not hit the save or remember button when using your username and password. I know it is annoying to have to retype your username and password every time you want to log into your account, but it is for your safety. Also remember to log out every time you are done with using whatever application you're on. You may never know who might use your computer or phone, and if you don't do those things I mentioned, they might go into your account and get important information or do many terrible things. All of these tips are something for you to keep in mind. I'm not saying to be afraid of all the terrible things that can happen, but just be cautious and mindful when you are using the Internet.